Hey folks, this is Vagrant. Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Welcome to the final DLC for Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last video we finished off the Jaws of Hakon, and now we are going to go and start Trespasser. Unless I've missed something and there's something else I'm meant to be doing. I don't believe there is. So let's go get it started in here as the... Let's get it started. Oh, is that the Black Eyed Peas? I don't want to quote the Black Eyed Peas. Ugh. Right, we're not getting it started. We're doing something else with our day. Oh, okay. There's really nothing I care about anymore with this. Carry more items. Yeah, let's grab that. I'm way past caring about that. Okay, so it should be over here. It's attend the Exalted Council. Now, this is interesting. Alexa, shut up. Warning, beginning the Exalted Council will lock off all other areas and plots and jump to 944 Dragon. 2 years after the death of Corypheus, there is no going back. With Corypheus dead and the threat of Fade, Rifts and Demons waning, both Orlais and Ferelden have begun to raise questions about the future of the Inquisition. Divine Victoria has promised to shield... Divine Victoria? Why is it not Divine Cassandra? Promised to shield the Inquisition from political matters for as long as possible. Oh, it'll be like the Pope, where they take, like, a name, don't they? Eventually, she plans to call the Exalted Council a chance to determine the role and the fate of the Inquisition. Okay. I'm quite excited about this. Who is the Trespasser? Will be held at the Winter Palace around outside Hallam Sharel. Let's do it. I don't know anything about this DLC, so I'm quite excited. All I know is it's meant to be good. That's all I've heard. I'm a little worried I'm going to have to make. It sounds like the kind of DLC where I'm going to have to make decisions. But I do rock a horse. Feels like there should be dramatic music or something.
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you. Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
This already feels a little inspired by Marvel films, comic book stuff, you know. You saved the world, and now we're bored of you.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise de Lyon, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Corypheus left a great deal of damage for us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
And I yours, your worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Victoria says she is better suited to the battlefield than the Sunburst throne, but she has restored the Chantry. And also people's faith in it. We are lucky to have her.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, your worship. The Divine sees the good that you can do and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Olay. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
I mean, I kind of lean... It's kind of like the Avengers. Just because the first threat is over doesn't mean we don't need to be prepared for whatever comes next. You know, we're like a fight... I don't know. But it's essentially a private army, if you think about it. We're not under control by a government. It really is very similar to the Avengers. It's quite hard, because in a way I don't think someone should have this much power. But also, we don't live in a... Like, if we lived in a world... See, for our... Right, let's say you took the Inquisition, you took the concept of the Inquisition, and you brought it onto Earth, as is today. I would say I'm against it. I don't think non-governmental body... I don't think any governmental bodies either. But I don't think there should just be some random army led by someone who isn't affiliated with anything and just can do what they want, basically. That's how we get terrorist groups and stuff like that. On the other hand, if we lived in a world that was beset by demons and monsters from space and stuff like that, and the government had proven themselves very inefficient at dealing with it, and this group had a special ability to deal with that power, I would probably say, well, yeah, it's worth keeping them around.
The Inquisition still has work to do. We can't let someone's fear push us into disbanding.
Then I wish you luck in the negotiations to come. Make a watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
I'm Captain America. I'm not going anywhere. And if I die, I'll just find another Captain America to replace me. It's an interesting thing. I was saying, I don't think anyone should have a private army, but I don't think anyone should have an army full stop. But obviously, people need to have an army. I don't know. Alright, let's catch up with some old friends. Back at the Winter Palace. In the daytime this time, so it feels different. And who I'll be chit-chatting with. I'm excited about that. I can find any of them. There's Varric.
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you.
This is interesting then, because this is obviously this is 2 years after the events. So I think the implication is that a lot of people... So we're like catching up. Now, that felt weird when I heard it, because I'm like, well, I saw these people 5 minutes ago. But I guess the implication is that since nothing has happened for the last 2 years, maybe the Inquisition hasn't had much to do, other than just sort of generally helping post-Corypheus. We haven't had like a world-ending threat to deal with or anything like that. Maybe people have started to go their own ways, so it is more of a catch-up.
And the Inquisitor comes to the rescue once again.
Is that what you call it?
This is Bran Caven. Until recently, he was the Viscount
Provisional Viscount.
of Kirkwall.
And what are you doing now?
I have resumed my post as Seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now.
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
That's fantastic. You'll make an excellent Viscount.
I think the nobility figured, after Dumar and Perrin, What's the worst that could happen if we put the dwarf in charge? They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present. It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a Comtesse now.
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it. You should stop by Hightown sometime to see your estate. It's pretty nice. For Kirkwall, anyway.
Proper disposition of empty estates is supposed to...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
This is possibly too much, Varric. I don't know what to say.
That's nothing. Practically nothing. Don't mention it. Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? It's so much better than I thought.
This operates those giant chains. Can I try it?
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess. Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
This kind of thing makes me a little bit sad. We've talked about this before, but it's just kind of... You all bond so much over such terrible things, but then life has to continue afterwards, you know? Life doesn't just end. Okay. Expensive dog trees.
Wonderful.
Skin like gauze across the sky, I sigh and fall in evening's lakes, the pools of which deep as your eyes, and eyes of which pierce like wakes, drakes, heartaches, cakes. Make her, I hope my lady's patient. But yeah, you bond so much over the end of the world. It creates this indestructible bond where these people feel like the most important people in your life. But then normal life has to resume. You can't all just sit around waiting for the world to end, you know? It's kind of sad. It's a shop. Oh, I want to go buy, before we... oh, Dragon Bone from Drenay. That seems cheap. Before... Yeah, they're just... At this point, they decided, yeah, even if you don't have the DLC, you may as well just get everything at this point, right? Oh, right, it's nothing. Why is it... I'm confused by this. Wager notes. Notes carried back and forth by runners in different handwriting. What do you say, gentlemen? 3 days before the Inquisition sees sense and aligns itself with Orlais, properly this time, M. Nonsense, Marcel. Ferelden is here for blood. A day before they ever demand it outright or threaten war on us if they don't get it. The Divine will intercede. She must. Victoria and the Inquisition are too closely connected in everyone's eyes for her to not interfere. You have great confidence in the Chantry, Elaine? 1,000 royals worth of confidence from each of you if Divine settles the fate of the Inquisition. Done. 1,000 from each of you once the Inquisition accedes sovereignty to Orlais and the Council of Heralds. That's not happening. You two will beg me. Leonard, are you out? Don't be ridiculous. 1,000 royals on the Fereldans get in their way after all. No, that's also not happening. None of what anyone else wants is happening. What I want is going to happen. Blackwall in the last few years. An excerpt of a report bearing the seal of the Grey Wardens found among Inquisition files. Tom Rainier participated in Grand Tourney, former captain of All Legion Army, known for murder, treason, also known for impersonating a Grey Warden, Blackwall, member of Inquisition. Status, recruited, joining, survived. Assignment, Free Marches Vinmark Mountains, reporting to Warden Studenmere in ongoing investigation of Vinmark Prison. Hey, Blackwall.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I'm late, and you decide to make the Winter Palace rubble.
Eh? Never liked it anyway. Too fancy. So tell me everything that happened while I was away.
So he's been off in the mountains.
And Geralf strolls up, hands filled with ripe squashes, and says, "Sir, I must report that it was an utter boondoggle." Maybe you had to be there.
It's good to see you fitting in.
It has its warts, that's for sure. But this life feels right. Like it's where I'm supposed to be. Anyway, it's nice to be back. Though I'm not sure what to think of this council. The Wardens will be missing me, but they aren't going to keep me away from a friend who might need my sword arm.
Your aim is atrocious. I'm embarrassed for you.
Think you can do better?
That was a bit mean, actually. I've got all the different things here. This is interesting that there's so many, you know, we've got alchemy benches and we've got a merchant who's got everything we can need. It would suggest... Okay, I'm glad I didn't sell this dog tree. There's something going on with dog trees. There's no dog, though, in this game. Are they going to bring back my dog from the first game? Servants' notes on the guests attending the Winter Palace. Countess de Yavovi wants a stateroom set aside from 3 to 5 in the afternoon for her daughter's harp practice. Must have windows on one side and a balcony. If she proposes a recital, refer her to the seneschal. Duke Piapon wants to entertain Ferelden relatives, a barrel of whiskey and 3 wheels of cheese to be developed. That sounds like a good evening. Ban Wharton, bed should be made with linens, not silks. Sir Litston complains to an old wound in her left leg, making itself feel felt, moves to ground floor. Lady Galati, a duelist, requested a sparring partner and a suitable practice ground. Lord Gilderay, to be woken at 8 by a maid on even days, a page boy on odd days, with a fresh pitcher of water and 12 sprigs of lavender on a peach-coloured towel. Don't ask. Carrying these items in silently without making eye contact, placing them on the divan, clapping twice, then leaving without a word. Do not ask. Yeah, you're gonna be... Oh, it's... Harden Hightown. It continues. Right. Some people in here. Iron Bull. We never did do the mission for.
Your Worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the Chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
Alright.
Got it.
It's for his birthday.
Didn't ask, Krem.
Alright, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
You know, Bull, you almost fight like a tempest. Do you ever want to just break a flask over yourself and kill things?
No. Well, no more than usual.
It's good to see that the Veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the Veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration that repels the Fade.
That one didn't work.
Do you think news of the Exalted Council could affect the lyrium shipments from Orzammar?
Maybe.
Even I know these are terrible things to pick.
It's fascinating to see the remnants of Syrian culture here. Most of it was deliberately erased during Orlesian unification under the reign of Mafarath's son Isarath.
Paul doesn't care about things like this. Talk to him about women or alcohol or something.
Did you know that Ferelden has its own names for lords? The country is divided into ternes, governed by terns. Inside those are cities and Arlings ruled by Arls, and then there's the Banorn. It's a large area of countryside ruled by multiple bands.
Good to know.
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief.
Oh, you guys. You got me.
Yes, right.
Here's you, and everyone. Glad to be back, all stuffed together. With the pressure full on. Again. Don't worry, Herald of Everywhere. I came prepared. I know what everyone needs.
It's gonna be a prank, isn't it?
Just like best times.
Alright, what are we doing? It's not a prank if you just lob something at someone's face.
I expected a roof.
It's early. Anyway, that was a good run. It's all been a good run. I needed that. And I need... You know it's ending, right? We can say it won't, but knobs in places like this, all they do is end things. They'll try a leash. Or worse. But maybe you aren't ready to quit just because some Lord Piddlebits is scared of us.
Do I seem like I'm ready to retire?
I'm tired. I've never done anything for years. Point is, sooner, all this changes. And you've helped me understand. Too much. So it's my turn to help you. See, I have these friends, and all of them were the wrong sort of whatever. Their place changed, or it never was. So together, we made an us. Everyone needs an us. And when the world is done saying no and calls you the wrong sort of whatever, maybe we can be that us for you. What do you think, Inquisitor? Want to run some rooftops as a Jenny?
Well, all I have to say is... Call me Red Frigging Jenny.
Way too confusing. You'll get a city. One that rhymes with arse.
Oh! I should have said we needed a we instead of an us, because... Wait! Anus! So stupid.
To all my friends.
Always and ever, Inquisitor. Always and ever. Creepy song is creepy. Ugh.
Well, at least I've got a job lined up for if it all goes to hell. The Golden Nug. Drink menu. An effervescent white Cellini wine with a dash of Wessel brandy and a splash of pomegranate juice. This sounds quite nice, actually. Muddled with raspberries and a sprig of royal love fruit. A bold mix of cinnamon-infused whiskey, I'm on board. Dark lemon run and Hero's lava burst, not for the faint stomach. Benediction. Prophet's laurel gin, served with a wedge of lime and a thimble of golden scythe. Emerald Valley, made with a spirit distilled by Chantry sisters in Lides from over 70 herbs and flowers, topped by an egg-white foam dusted with nutmeg. Night of Shame. Our sweetest Antivan port with a dash of chocolate bitters and a twist of orange, served in a flute of chilled Syrah glass. The Randy Dowager, rumoured to have been concocted by the editor of Orlay's most scandalous periodical herself. A tall glass of abyssal peach liqueur and fresh cream, garnished with sugared rose petals and served on a silk handkerchief, with a scandalous rhyming couplet inked onto it by the bartender. The outside. It's hard to keep track of where everyone is. Alright, there's Cole. That's Bull. That's Sarah. Hey, Cole.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Did you know that a merchant in the courtyard is selling gemstones the same color as your eyes?
What an odd thing to say. I must see this for myself.
You're useful to have around, Cole.
I still don't understand Orlesians and their masks, but it makes him happy. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs.
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Oh, Cole, good day. I didn't see you there.
But I saw you, as lovely as your songs.
Aww.
I'm pleased for both of you.
The world has ample pain, Inquisitor. The kindness found in Cole is rare indeed.
Her songs bring happiness to those who hear, and I can make her happy in return.
Well then, carry on.
That's sweet.
By the side of the divine Cassandra seeks.
Bit weird to sing like right in front of his face like that, but there should be someone around here. Am I crazy? I'm missing someone in this immediate area. No, I'm not. That's Sarah, Cole, and Black. Don't get hiccups. Someone up there though. Stop it. That's Varric. So who's this over here on the left-hand side? Where are they? It's this person here I can't find. Well, the upstairs all the way up. Oop, oop, oop. That's a book. Hard and High Town. I wonder if they've stashed around all the Hard and High Towns that I've missed throughout the game. But I think finding 2 already would suggest that's the case. They must be up here then. They must be up the staircase. Alright. If they're not up here, God knows where they are. Come on, fade into the light. Fade it. There we go. Hello, beautiful. Who are you? It's Josephine. Oh, it's my beloved.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable. The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence. But the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
Is this in your daily notes? 3 to 4 o'clock, idle chats with the Inquisitor.
Of course not. Not precisely. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
Thank you for thinking of me. I'd be delighted to attend.
Splendid! I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
This was your idea of a restful evening?
Ah, wasn't it lovely? It's been so long since I've gone to the opera. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
That was one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Truly.
That part with the glittery, and they actually set fire to... Yes, I truly enjoyed it.
Then I call tonight a great success. Oh, look! The encore signal!
Okay. Slightly strange. It would have been nice to see it, but hey ho. Right. Track them all down. I think that's near enough everyone. There's Varric, Vivian, Cole, That's Blackwall over there. I think that is everyone, actually. In terms of the little heads I see on the map, anyway, I think that's everyone. But what if there's more dog treats? Oh, for example. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely the case. They've sloofed around all the hard and high towns in case you've missed them throughout the game. Alright, I'm on a dog treat hunt. That's really all I'm looking for now. I don't know what they're for or why I'm possibly collecting them. But damn it, I'm going to be prepared for a dog if there is one. Wardrobe. Storage. Oh, sorry, I should have read that one. I'm not in a reading mood, I've got to say. I don't know what it is. Vivian is not around. I might read all these off my own accord. That's what everyone's been up to in the last few years. They've all written to me talking about it. It's kind of sweet, actually. Should have read them. I feel bad already. I should get over it and just read the bloody things. Anyways, I think that we're done with this area over here. I don't see any dog treats.
Same old.
Oh, there's someone over here, though. Not necessarily done.
It's true. May Kel be with you.
What's that? Gold cravat. Strange. There's at least a couple more over here, actually. It's Cullen and the dog! I'm a Bari Warhound.
You there! You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
You found a dog?
They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owner's tired of the novelty.
His eyes are terrifying.
Tire of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
You could take him to Ferelden sometime. You should know where he came from.
I did promise my sister a visit. She might try to spoil you. Remember who you report to. The Inquisition will change after this. I'm not yet sure what that will mean. Whatever happens, our people, you, Liliana, Josephine, will have my support. In whatever form you require.
I can't imagine the Inquisition without you.
I am honored, and likewise, Inquisitor. You can help. Dodge this, and I'll find overpriced Orlesian dog treats before we go.
My time to shine. There's a little basket and everything. Oh, I've got stat. Oh, I'm getting stats for doing it. Okay, that's interesting. Is it always Constitution? Constitution is a good one because everyone needs
Be careful,
Constitution, you know?
Inquisitor. We have a ways to go yet.
They only get 3, yeah. While the gazebo is available, on deposits are non-refundable in cases of fire, flood, or imperial whim. Liliana!
Will you walk with me? The first time I came to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns, more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright, but I no longer see that same palace.
And that makes you sad?
It is easier on the heart to just see gilding. Now all I can see are the knives in the shadows, the poison in jeweled goblets. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no? Fear.
Have we not made enough allies?
If friends were easily made and kept, we wouldn't need diplomacy. Our allies can be cordial to our faces and still dread the future. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all.
Mine.
Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. When the time comes, consider giving them what they want.
What? You're not serious.
They cannot act against what they cannot see. Publicly, I will of course retire from this life, as one would expect. Let them think they've finally won. I shall take up charity work, become a patron of the arts, as all respectable women of my age do. And perhaps take on a protégé. Our work never ends, Inquisitor. We just need fewer witnesses.
Interesting idea. But I'm so stubborn. I think about like being shut down by these people by letting them control me to that extent. And I just think, nah. Who's this? That's Viv. I think Viv might be the last one. I'm trying to think. I want to find one more thing. I need one more dog treat.
Always afraid to mingle.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Yeah, baby. Because I want to see exactly how much I gain from one constitution. There's no way I missed this many Hard and High towns. Okay, well, someone's planning something. That was. I saw that guy and I thought, well, he looked like one of those like Harlequin assassins that we had last time we came to the Winter Palace, right? And I thought, well, maybe it's just a guess, or that's just what it looks like, or it's protection for the royalty, blah 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 blah. And then he vanished. So, yeah, something is afoot, ladies and gentlemen. Dog treats. Seems like a weird place to keep a dog treat. That's what they all do, really. Right. Cullen, I bring things for Doggo. Aww. Right, let's see. I'm just curious about this. So I currently have... What's my health? Can I see my health? Yeah, okay. I've got 864 health. This is my maximum. So, if I add 3 constitution, what do I get? Let's find out. 864. I'm assuming it's 30, but we'll see. 879. God, nowhere near. So it's 5. Every constitution's worth 5 HP. So I've gained 30 HP. I've gone from 849 to 879. I mean, that's not bad, I guess. Let's go talk to Viv. Are we missing anyone else? Just stand here. Silently stare at them. Let me just think. I'm just thinking about my party members. Cassandra's obviously not here. Solus is obviously not here. We've talked to the 3 other main ones. Cole, Blackwall, Sarah, Iron Bull. I think it is everyone. Except Viv.
Darling, you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality.
Appointment?
With the Imperial Garden Spa, of course. You work so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Of course it is, darling. That's the only kind I have.
I'm not sure that pointy hat is doing much for your relaxation.
What are the cheese wheels for?
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
Did you hear something?
Relax, darling. It's spa day. How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken. No doubt this peace conference is boring you to death. I can hardly blame you. So much hot air.
You must be keeping very busy.
The Circle needs more supervision than a toddler. It may master using the privy on its own any day now. Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles.
What happened?
Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
Okay, that's strange. I don't like that it still says... Broken mask. I don't like that it still says catch up with old friends, suggesting that maybe I haven't caught up with all my old friends. I think I have. Let's have a look. Varric, done. Sarah, done. Josephine, done. Iron Bull, done. Cole, done. Blackwall, done. Cullen, done. Lelian, done. Vivian, done. I'm pretty sure I've done it all. So no, sir. How's it destroy someone's chess game? Alright, let's go speak with the ambassadors, who are both going to really annoy me, I'm pretty sure. But, well, that's politics. I'm really curious as to where this goes. My theory at the moment, by the way, I should mention, is very much that there'll be a debate. Obviously, there's something going on. We just saw that guy disappear. There'll be a debate about whether the Inquisition can stay, blah, blah, blah. And then something will happen that we're like, well, okay, maybe we need the Inquisition. You know, I think they'll decide to shut us down or to make us in control of someone else. And then there'll be like some... There has to be a threat, right? So far, there's no idea about what this external threat is going to be. You'd think there has to be one.
Divine Victoria, am I interrupting?
Not at all. The Earl of Redcliffe was telling me of events in Denerim. He represents Ferelden at the summit.
Inquisitor, good to meet you.
How are things in Redcliffe, my lord?
We still come across scars left by the Venatori, but the land continues to mend.
I'll try not to keep you from more important matters.
Very well. We'll continue this later, your perfection.
I am supposed to be impartial while speaking for the Chantry, but I confess that neutrality is beyond me. I may be the Divine, but I will always be your friend. And I can hardly ignore the fate of the Inquisition that I began.
She looks very strange in this outfit. It just doesn't look like Cassandra.
Is there anything I can do to make your job easier?
You could find me a sword and something to hit. I must attend to other matters. If you need me, I am ready to assist. Unconditionally.
Aww.
I'm glad you finally arrived, Inquisitor. The Crown's anxious for news.
And your thoughts on Ferelden's position?
The breach is long gone, yet Skyhold's army remains. Ferelden can't continue to ignore soldiers on its borders.
The Inquisition has grown. I can see how its presence might cause concern.
Then you understand why we must demand a reduction of your military forces. A power without allegiance to either Ferelden or Orlais? Even I see neither of our countries can let it rest. I won't keep you longer. We'll have words enough when the Exalted Council begins.
I mean, I get it. Like, if I was on their side, I'd probably be like, yeah, okay, this is, you know, it's the war is over. Let's calm down, you know. Honoured Altegan, let any who read this letter know you speak for the Kingdom of Ferelden. Your words stand as my own, and your decisions are made with the support of myself and those pledged to the crown. You've been a loyal friend and will invest in your trust and goodwill. Make it be with you, Queen Honora. So I'm assuming this is Altegan off Dragon Age Origins. And of course, Honora we put on the throne all the way back in Dragon Age Origins.
Where is that servant?
Scandalous gossip. Dearest Jay, I agree it's surprising if Ferelden's came as equals, but the Exalted Council is in the heart of Southern Orlais that cannot be lost on our neighbours. Empress Celine has stayed in Valvrio to appease a delegation of Neverons, or so her messengers say. It's obvious she stays away to dodge the demands as she would bring the Inquisition to heel. One would almost think Celine believes they will find a way out of their bind. So strangely naive at her age. Alright.
Orlais is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it with a net and collar?
I forgot about Dorian, he looks great.
But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must greet. Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me, I despise feeling old. It's good to see you, my friend.
So you must be the ambassador for Tevinter, that's cool.
You arrived ahead of me. I hope all's well.
It's everything I expected. We've been spared the burden of surprise. Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavis is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
That's very much, when we have to kill things, I'm still here.
Inquisitor. Duke Cyril Montfort, member of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau Haine. I have long followed your work. It is extraordinary.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Orlais wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
No.
Does your grace feel the Inquisition should continue to rule itself?
I would rather see the Inquisition join us freely than be carved into pieces for the chessboard. I have not forgotten Justinia's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. More than the good you have done, it is the good we may do together I don't wish to lose. Whatever happens, Inquisitor, I wish you well.
I mean, you say this, but the things you're saying are stupid. Because... no. Like, I would rather see the Inquisition disbanded than to put it in Orlesian control. I'll tell you right now, that's not happening. That is the one thing I will not be allowing to happen. Because...
such changeable weather this season.
I don't know, it's we shouldn't, like, okay, if you don't think there should be an army, blah, blah, whatever, but more than that, we definitely shouldn't be controlled by one of the parties. At least the Ferelden's like, well, this is a little bit too much, you're not needed necessarily anymore, let's all settle down. But the Orlesian is like, well, no, we want to expand upon our own power by using you, and that's not cool beans at all. Oh, let's see how it goes. I think I've done it. I did forget Dorian, though. Did I forget anyone else?
Thank you, Your Holiness. Now, Altegan, as to your concerns...
The Inquisition established an armed presence in Ferelden territory. You outright seized Caer Bronach in Crestwood.
Yes, from bandits. Would you like us to give it back to them?
Your help was appreciated 2 years ago, Inquisitor. Now order has been restored, yet you remain. Invading under pretext of restoring order is exactly what the Grey Wardens did to us centuries ago, and we exiled them. Now the Inquisition is doing the same thing with Grey Wardens in their ranks.
Your concern is ill-founded. The Grey Wardens have proven their worth time and again.
Of course Orlais tolerates this interference. The Inquisition is the only reason Selene still has the throne.
Rest assured, Tegan, the Empire of Orlais will not stand idle if the Inquisition oversteps its bounds. Unlike Ferelden, however, Orlais understands that these were the well-intentioned mistakes of a young organization.
An organization in need of a guiding hand. Yours, no doubt.
Pardon me, Inquisitor. Sister Leliana asked to speak with you in private.
Something has come up. I'll be back.
What?
This is highly irregular.
Are we not even worth the Inquisitor's time?
Nope. Politicians. Bleh. Bleh.
Inquisitor, I thought you would want to see this. A Canary warrior in full armor. How did he get into the Winter Palace?
So, what would the left hand of the Divine see when she looked at this?
This is a warrior, not a spy. Part of the Antam, the Canary military. Most of his wounds come from a fight against someone using magic, but at least a few are from a blade. He was badly hurt, separated from his allies, and made it here before he died. But how?
What the heck?
Would the Iron Bull know anything about this?
I asked, and he is as surprised as we are. He says that if this were an official Canary operation, he would know. That suggests we're dealing with a rogue faction.
We need to find out what's going on. Can Josephine manage the diplomats while I look around?
She will be fine. It's all speeches and posturing for the first few days anyway.
Days?
I will ask Divine Victoria to call a recess for now. I will also have our friends ready themselves for battle if need be.
You think that's likely?
I think the Exalted Council may be more exciting than we expected.
Okay. Very interesting. Follow the blood trail. Don't mind if I do. Sounds like my kind of thing.
It looks like he came down over the railing.
Hey, dog trees. Oh yeah, there. Can I climb it? Yeah, sweet. Canary warrior from a rogue faction. Why would he... Why? Oh, climb up more. Okay. Some lovely new dramatic music I've never heard before. More blood. Oh god, what am I gonna find? A little anxious. Why are you still giving me grey gear at this point in time?
An active illuvian. If I'm going through it, I'm not going alone.
What the heck? What the heck and heck? Where is that? Is that where we're going? Get the gang back together. Oh, we can get Cassandra. That's cool. And he is Blackwell's listed as Tom Rainier, which he may always have been, but who knows. What the hell?
This is the crossroads. Morrigan brought me here while showing me the illuvians.
It didn't look like this at the time, though. He's come through multiple illuvians to get here.
Judging by the bloodstains, he tried to get through here.
Well, I guess he'd have
Is
to,
there a
wouldn't he?
problem?
This mirror doesn't look broken, but it's inactive. Maybe there's a way to unlock it.
If there is, I don't see it. How peculiar. Okay, well, this is exciting. I was wondering, I mean, something had to happen. There had to be a kickoff at some point, right? To kind of, yeah, to make things happen to... Oh, another
Blood
Illuvian.
trail leads to this mirror.
Good. Let's see where this Canary took his wounds.
I see a flame-lit castle corridor, maybe? Spindleweed can be found near water. Thanks, game. Elven Mountain Ruins.
I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore.
Okay. Another dead Kunari.
Another Kunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's part of their military, dressed for war.
Another Illuvian as well. What the heck is going on? I need answers, game. Yo. What is happening? Someone's up to something over there. I'm not sure who or what, but someone's up to something. I'll look around. What's going on down here? Alright. How do I get through this? I'm really confused. No, I was so close. I was so close. How the hell do I get this? Am I meant to like put the fire out somehow? I didn't do it. This is interesting. I'll give it that much. Wait, what if I Thanks, Dorian. Nearly. I'm clearly meant to run around this left-hand side. I can't even... I mean, there's clearly like a path through there, but I can't get through without dying. I need like a fire resist potion, maybe. But there's no way for me to swap to one while I'm here. I'm not sure. This is interesting. I might have a little think about that. We'll end it there anyway. We're clearly building up to a big dramatic moment, and I want to figure out how the hell I get this chest. So, next video we will get this chest, or run away from the chest because I can't figure it out, and then we will head towards whatever the hell is going on beyond that elven dungeon. Very exciting stuff. I'll see you then. Thank you for joining me. Cheers much as always. Bye bye.